Hello Pisces, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new, just over a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Everyone who has already subscribed, thank you. Thank you all so much. I know without you, my channel would not be what it is today. You know, you need viewers for a channel. For those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story series. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. Book 1 here. I've read book 1 aloud live on Facebook and uploaded all of those videos here to YouTube for you to watch for free. Just know that book 2 is published and available. All the links that you need for my books are in the description box below, whether it's to purchase or watch me read book 1 aloud. See if you like the story. All right, everyone, so welcome back. For those of you who are not new to my channel, you may have noticed that I have a new tablescape or tarotscape, and we are finally celebrating summer now that the Mother and Father messages are over and the 4th of July is over. We can finally we're finally decorated for summertime. I'm so happy to, I've been planning this for a while. I'm so happy to finally see it all together. This is just a piece of cloth that I found at a fabric store that looks like pool water to me, which is what I wanted to portray. I've got this awesome mermaid tail going on here. I took this little party favor, and this is a plastic bead, and this is your abundance visual. This is an old COVID mask that was white and I dyed it with strawberries. So this is your abundance visual. Okay. I really love this little lamp that I bought, this awesome dolphin. The dolphins remind us of Atlantis. So this is Larimar. This is a stone that they say was created around the time Atlantis sank. I have ties to Atlantis, so. And, you know, I've got these are part of scrapbooking. So, you know, a little umbrella and ball. This says life's a beach, little sand pails, sunglasses, and flip-flops. And all these shells, I just love it so much. If you can see these are seagulls. And I gave my son sunglasses because I opened his eyes and then one eye was bigger than the other. So, okay, so I am using one of my new decks, the Mermaid Tarot by Lisa Robertson, illustrated by Julie Dillon. This is beautiful. This deck is published by Llewellyn, and it's very similar. The packaging is very similar to the Enchanted Forest Tarot, which I love, and I love this one just as much. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to pull at least one card at the end of the reading. From the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle by Angela Hartfield. It's absolutely beautiful deck as well. She created the Ganesha deck that I was using. So rich and beautiful. And the very first reading that I did this week, I had this inclination to use a certain deck because it had a lot of mermaids in it, but then I wanted to read from the book, from the Whispers of the Ocean, so I figured I would only have time to read one. But Virgo, at the heart of everything, got the Queen of Wands, and in this particular deck, it's Goddess Pele. So I just kept feeling like I should get that deck because Pele's in it too. And at the end of the reading, I just had to. I just grabbed the deck and I started shuffling, and the only card that came out was Pele. And so I understood that I had to use that deck this week, and it's the Legendary Ladies Goddess deck by Anne Shen. So, all right, everyone. So as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. That is the plan that you wrote for your own life before you incarnated, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain lessons of life that, when learned, raise the vibration and wisdom encoded in your soul. As now, we can lower in vibration in a lifetime, but if you can manage to rise higher each lifetime, you can eventually become what is called enlightened, like Buddha, Jesus, Isis, Thoth. We know these people affected a great deal of positive change on our planet. And so when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it's a lot like looking at your fate, but not really, because of your free will. Now, there are times we write things into our divine blueprint that we can't change, and that's because we wrote them that way. Those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you do not have. All right, so let's get started. Okay, Page of Cups. Now, he's right side up. So right off the bat, we have your energy here, water, along with Scorpio and Cancer. So pages, this can be a young water sign in your life right now, or this is a message about love. Whenever I see a fish in the cup for the Page of Cups, that indicates to me that someone's emotions have been stirred. However, I'm really feeling, see, of course I read this book as well, so I'm feeling like it's the definition of this card in this book that is speaking, and it's talking about settling your emotions, okay? It's like, yeah, you need to ground yourself, okay? What he's doing is he's trying to learn how to scry in this cup. But, you know, he's got this fish in there, so it's kind of hard to scry when a fish is jumping around in there. So this is talking about your emotions, you know. And I'm just feeling like maybe these are emotions that are either from your childhood or triggered by something that happened in your childhood. You're just, I feel like maybe you got triggered, okay? Like somebody stirred the pot, okay? So this is you needing to get control over your emotions and get grounded. All right. The next energy that we have here is the Seven of Pentacles, okay? So the Seven of Pentacles is usually about tending to your investments. If your life energy was a garden, this is always a reminder to continue to tend your garden. Don't let it just go. Don't let it go. You know what I mean? So this is kind of what is being shown here, but in the form of like having a child. So this is saying you're starting to see the results of your investment. So maybe some of you are pregnant. Some of you may be beginning to show. Maybe you're 7 months. Okay, this could be a child as well. Doesn't have to be. You're very emotional. Okay, got to get grounded here. And so then what we have here is this earth energy, which is grounding. That's okay. So so it's this energy that perhaps can help you ground and understand that you're starting to see the results of your investments, of whether it's a child, of whatever you've been working on. Okay. This has the advice in this particular deck to basically don't take your foot off the gas yet. Keep going and keep tending that garden. And I believe this will help you ground. Okay, you know, continue to focus on your earthly investments. All right, so the next card that we have here is what is at the root of everything. And this is the Seven of Wands. I'll just show it to you right side up. Okay, so the Seven of Wands, usually it's when you're feeling defensive and you're being attacked from all sides, but you basically have the upper hand. this is a different feel. If you look at this kind of, he is being kind of attacked from all different sides. However, he doesn't have one of these wands. He doesn't have a fire pearl. So this is a different story. This is about curiosity killed the cat, basically. But you have this in the reverse. So this is talking about how it doesn't take very much to turn a good situation into a bad one, and that you may have done something to do that. Let me just read it to you. Pardon me, I'm so sorry. It doesn't take much to turn a good situation bad, and right now you have done the very thing that has flicked the switch. Oh dear. Stomping your feet in frustration and being ornery will only make things worse. I'm so sorry about my voice. Then again, maybe stirring the pot and causing trouble is exactly what you had hoped to do. Oh. You know what I think? This is fire, okay? Your emotions got the best of you. And I think that maybe your temper flared. Okay, this is fiery temper. Your fiery temper may have been ignited. And you know what? When people are backed into a corner like this, they get pretty defensive, right? So maybe that's what happened. Maybe you felt backed into a corner. Now, the next card here is your recent past. It's moving out of your life at this time. And this is the world. You know, if you are familiar with tarot, you know that it means completion of a cycle. Thank you for focusing. However, yours is in the reverse. So this is the energy of the recent past, but it's moving out of your life at this time. Now, this is in this deck, this talks about distractions and delays. You're very close to the end of your cycle, but it says that you're just not where you need to be. You have to keep, you don't have to do anything, but keep going. It's basically this same message, okay? She's not done. Pardon me. I'm so sorry. If she's only 7 months pregnant, yeah, she's got another few months to go here. So this is basically saying the same thing. You may have thought that a cycle was over, but it's really not. And it's asking you here to think again. Because just like this, you know, what if somebody said, I don't want to wait anymore for this child, just take my child's C-section. The doctors wouldn't do that. They'd be like, what are you talking about? We only do that in emergencies. Okay, so sometimes we really want something to be over, but it's not. And if you try to end it before it's time, then disaster happens, or it possibly happens. Okay, so it's really just best to allow yourself to continue to that 9 months. It's best to allow your garden to ripen on the vine. They're tastier when they ripen on the vine, right? So this is an important part of your divine blueprint. This is a major arcana card. So it's telling you this twice, okay? And it's related to something like this, okay? Something that you're investing in, you're not quite done. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so the next two cards here, whoops, just a moment, please. Wow, sorry about that. I still have kind of a croaky voice today. It's the wind blowing. I was coughing and drinking some water. Alrighty, okay, future Five of Pentacles now. So you've got the 7 and the 5. You've got two sevens here, the 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. Oh, you've got the 7 of Swords too. Okay, so if I were you, I would look up angel number 777. Oh my God. Actually, I know what 777 means. I'm just going to tell you. I mean, you can look it up. The number 777 means that you are going through some very quick, soul-shaping experiences. Okay, it's deep spiritual lessons learned in a short amount of time. So if you're going through something that seems very, very painful, or it's hard to stay patient, or you've been working, you've been working on it for a long time. Divine timing takes a long time. Okay, so that right there is saying that it's going to be worth it by the time you're done with this lesson, because this is deep lessons in a short amount of time. And so even though it might seem like it's going on for a long time for you, it could be a year, it could be 2 years, something like that, and you're like, when is this going to end? Well, if you compare it to others, it could this one lesson might take people entire lifetimes to learn. So if you look at it like that, 1, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 is a short amount of time to the divine when it, in comparison to how long it might take someone else. Now, this is the 5 of Pentacles. 5 is a number of change, but this is when, what this is talking about, see, most of the time this is the feeling left out in the cold, okay? This is lack mentality. And that's what this person is stuck in. They feel all alone. They feel like they don't have anything. I'm sorry, pardon me. If they just looked up, they would see this beautiful mermaid offering this beautiful blessing. Okay, so now what this talks about in the upright is that when we're out of alignment with what we say we want, you won't see it, not even if it's right in front of your face. So your emotions have kind of knocked you off kilter, and it's going to continue for a while here, okay? Now, something about looking up. If you just look up, if you just stop this and look up and notice how beautiful everything is around you, you will see a solution, or you will see that the end is in sight. Okay? This mermaid is the universe trying to bless you. Okay? And like I said, sometimes what the divine considers a short amount of time, we get very impatient about. Okay? Now, the 7 of Swords is air energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So you've got all here in your cross. You've got the earth, you've got air, you've got fire, and you have water. Okay, so you've got all the elements going for you. Just now you have this 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords is about deception, somebody trying to get away with something. And these mer folks here have found a bunch of swords, and they're trying to determine whether or not this is something they want to take. So kind of in a way, they may be getting away with something because they didn't create these things. They don't really know if anybody's going to come back for them. But then again, if there's stuff that's abandoned, nobody knows it's there, then they can have it if they want, right? So it's just kind of one of those things, like kind of deception, but not really. Now, this particular card wants you to think about what ideas, thoughts, and beliefs serve you, which ones add to your life and the lives around you, okay? Not everything is ours and not everything should be kept, it says. So take what you need and leave the rest for someone who will benefit from it. Huh. Right. So there's this energy here of don't deceive yourself. This is kind of like deceiving yourself. You know, by balling up like this, he doesn't see this blessing. But where this is a 5 and this is a 7, I just feel like, say you do look up and there's 7 swords, maybe only 5 of them are good for you. Okay? So don't deceive yourself. Just when you come across this blessing, finally, you see how the universe is offering him this stuff, just like, you know, these mer people found this. It's like the universe left it for them, right? But maybe they should leave 2 of them. In fact, there's only 3 here in the picture. Maybe they should only take 1 each and leave the rest for other people who might come along. Okay, so when you do finally see this blessing, just be discerning. What exactly, how much of it do you need? How much of it do you not need? Okay? Thank you so much, Spirit, angels, and guides. All right, so the next card that we have here is your hope. You're hoping all of this is over soon. You're so tired. I'm not laughing, but you're just so sick of all this. You just want it to be over, okay? This isn't always a dead person in the 10 of Swords, okay? But he's obviously coming out of his body. The story behind this is that he knows it's over. His life is over. He's done, okay? But at least he doesn't have to go through this anymore. He's not going through any more pain anymore. He's, you know, this was bad, what happened, but at least he's free from it, okay? But I feel mostly that you probably have been feeling stabbed in the back, and I don't know if this is from people around you or, oh, okay, so you lost your temper. Somebody stirred your feelings. You lost your temper, okay? And something to do, it could have been your inner child who was hurt and lashed out, okay? So you're obviously feeling attacked, and as a hope card, you're hoping that it's over, because that's what this is. All 10s are endings, and so, you know, this is a terrible experience, backstabbing and just all kinds of bad stuff, but it's over. This is what you're hoping for, okay? But it isn't quite over, okay? The backstabbing, when it comes to how people treat you, you do have a choice in how you react. This is probably the lesson that Spirit wants you to learn with this 777 energy, because that is a huge lesson in spirituality, that it might take a long time for this to be over, but it's not really. It's going to be over quickly, spirit-wise. But right, okay, so okay, this message, it's like, okay, also not just take the blessing that is only meant for you, okay, but also when people stab you, you don't have to accept that. You can choose how to react. So I feel like this is a kind of a self-deception, like this is. Okay? I'm all alone. No, you're not. I don't have anything. I'm trying to offer you this. Right? This is a self-deception. So you were hurt, and now this is feeling like a victim, when that's an illusion. You do not have to feel like a victim. The emotions that we feel, believe it or not, are what we choose to feel. And you're like, what? Yeah. We, when it comes to emotion, it is possible to control them, and it is possible to not get offended, even though what people say is very offensive, or what they do is very offensive or hurtful. We don't have to own that pain. We don't have to allow it to get to us. Okay? Now, here we have more cups and children. Okay, there is a lot of messages about children here, because that's what these are. These are little mer people children. Now, the Six of Cups is traditionally about memories and nostalgia, and the connection to that here is that these mer kids don't know what cups are for. Cups hold liquid. They swim in liquid every day. So they have these cups. They're trying to figure out what exactly, how do you use them? She's over here catching fishes. They're over here pretending they're having a toast, probably because they've seen humans do that. This person is like, hey, this could be a great helmet or hat or whatever. And this one is like, almost, it looks like she's listening to it the way we listen to conch shells. They're having a lot of fun. So there's fond memories, childhood memories. You know, you might be like, wow, you know, I love this person or people that hurt me. I love them so much, but they said this thing to hurt me. So now you're just kind of remembering the good days. Oh, Pisces. Now, this is your fear card. And this is the Lover's card. This is the card for Gemini. This is your fear card. You may have a major decision to make. You may be afraid of a new love relationship coming in. You may be afraid of a love relationship petering out. The Lovers is about true love. Also, what I'm getting from this too is, now you see this mermaid is looking in this mirror. The story behind this is she's looking in a mirror to see what she would look like if she were human. So, like the Two of Swords in the Enchanted Forest deck, to me, this is seeing the truth of yourself. Okay, because this, in reality, this mermaid is a drawing. In reality, she really is a human, because a human drew this. So it's I don't know if you guys saw the that movie, The Never Ending Story, where Treyu is at the second gate. Is it the second or the third? Trying to get to the oracle, where he has to look in the mirror, and instead of seeing himself, he sees Sebastian, the reader of the book. I think that maybe you're afraid of taking a good look at yourself and finding someone there that you didn't expect to find. So, all right, so here you are. This is, I'll just show him to you right side up. This is King of Cups, okay? So this is your royal energy now. Now you've gone from this page straight to the King. Doesn't matter if you're a woman. This is your energy. the mature you. This is the boss you. This is the leader you. This is also King Triton. Okay, now nobody messes with Triton. Okay. However, for this deck, when he's in the reverse, it talks about how usually he's a pretty calm guy, but he has his moods, and when he lashes out, it's because his patience has run out, or someone is deliberately trying to deceive him. Wow, okay, so there's this deception going on here. This talks about if he keeps getting drained of his energy, he will snap. And it's not good for those around them. And that it's best to give him space so that he can rest and rejuvenate. So what this is basically telling me exactly what happened here. This is the outcome. Okay. So this is this is a future card, right? These are future cards as well, but usually this one will happen within a week or so, like when I would do readings for myself. When I I still do sometimes, but this will often start here and then move over here, like in the very next reading, okay? So these two are a little bit further out, whereas this one is more immediate. So I'm feeling like this is happening because this is still going on. All right. So here's the message though. Okay. You won't, if you just learn how to not take things personally, how to not let others stir up your emotions and mess with you, then that's inner peace that no one can ever take from you again. The skill of being calm amidst the chaos is definitely a skill from the divine path. Not everybody can do that. And especially if you're consciously working toward that. That is spirit work. Okay? Now, if you're going to have a child, it is really a good idea to strengthen your patience, because children push it. They push your patience. All right, so this is the energy, the underlying energy of this entire read, the devil. You've been feeling caged, bound, out of your element. This is literally a fish out of water. And, so is this. This is a fish out of water. I feel like maybe what is going on here for you is what you're working on is very new for you, and very emotional, obviously. If you are pregnant, emotions come with that. So don't be too hard on yourself or expect yourself to gain all this patience like right away, because the hormones are going to give you a lot of emotions. So be gentle with yourself, okay? Whenever we are pregnant, we can burst into tears over just about anything. So enjoy that as well, okay? And if you see a cute puppy dog and you burst into tears, enjoy that. That's beautiful, okay? So, but right now I think that you feel, kind of trapped, like you can't get away like a fish out of water. That there is probably some toxicity going on around you with this backstabbing, with this deception, the whole reason that you're feeling like this. You're just, it's not nice when people stab you in the back, and then you're thinking about the good old days when they were nicer to you and stuff. And so just know that Um, if you can learn how to be emotionally calm within the chaos, say if you're not pregnant right now, because when you are, like I said, there's basically no choice, you know. But if you're not pregnant and you're you can work through your emotions, then you can, like, emotions is you. It's cups. It's what you master, your own energy, okay? This is you mastering your emotions, okay? And when you master your own energy, when you master your own emotions, and you're able to not get rattled and continue to keep on keeping on during the chaos, that is a huge skill. And then you will be back in the water because you will have learned to control your own energy. I hope that's clear. Let's get a Whispers of the Ocean Oracle card or two here and see what else they can tell us for you. Please don't forget to like. Also subscribe. Please subscribe. Like, comment. Oh, I already said like. Please like me. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Let's see what I almost said the Mermaid Tarot. Whispers of the Ocean, and then I'll go ahead and get a card or so from the legendary ladies. Please don't forget to check out my books as well. They're, oh, yep. That card has come out this week. Okay. Let's see what we can get here from our beautiful goddesses. See, there's a mermaid. Gaia. Thank you so much. Wow. They are popping out like fishes. How appropriate for Pisces. Oh boy, you got Oshun. Oh, you got more than that. You got, holy moly, you got a bunch of goddesses here. Okay, let's read this one first. Number 13, gliding through the currents. With a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease. Going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into flow will help your dreams take flight. So, going with the flow. That is very much like keeping your calm in the chaos, right? Not fighting the current, but going with it. Perfect. All right. Okay. So, Ocean, also ocean. Yeah, the ocean is speaking to you. But also Ocean here, this our beautiful goddess Oceans is talking about forgiveness. Okay. I love her. I'm so glad that she finally came out. She hasn't really come out yet. There's a group called Ocean too that I really, really love. Their one song, Blessings on Blessings. You should look it up. They're cool. So forgiveness. All right. So whoever hurt your feelings, forgive them. Whether they ask for the forgiveness or not. Look at how free Ocean is. Look at how happy she is. She's so beautiful. Okay, we got sunflowers. I don't know if this is Ain or Aeshnidae, or I don't know how to say her name. I don't know what this little thing above her name, her A, means, but she's a fairy. Oh, look at the bunny. Inner strength. Yeah. Being calm in the chaos is inner strength for sure. Definitely. Okay. Aphrodite. Look at her coming out of the shell. This is exactly who I was thinking of when I made this. Abundance. Aphrodite is also Venus. She rules the Empress card. She rules Libra and Taurus. And we have these beautiful white doves here. So passion, okay? What are you passionate about? That gives you inspiration. The muses. Who is your muse? Oop. Because you're blooming. Arakira. You're blooming. Yep. These are important goddesses. Well, they're all important, but there's a lot of red hair here. 1, 2, and 3. I mean, hers is pink, but it's basically like red hair. So you might have red hair or pink hair, or even a beautiful gray that folks are doing these days, or you know, you might have long curly hair. All right, so basically this is saying that people are messing with your emotions, and this is the time for you to get a handle on that, to learn how to not allow others to control you by pushing your buttons. Because when we get upset, I find it's really a waste of time. Of course, we have to go through our lessons and stuff. But if you think about it, somebody says something, you get upset, and then it's this whole thing before you do the talking and the forgiveness and stuff, whereas you could just not go through that whole thing and then go with the flow. And then later on, when the person says, I'm sorry, forgive them, and you're like, oh, well, I already forgave you. I moved on. And that's exactly how you can conquer this devil. Oh, wow, because what's underneath him is the Ace of Cups. Abundance, prosperity, Aphrodite, and see what I'm saying? After coming out of this dark night of the soul, you're going to be all right. All right, so how much control do you have over this situation? I can gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor, and you have the World and the Lovers, and that's all. So 2 out of 10 cards means that this is mostly in your control. This Lovers over here, because this is the major arcana card, this fear of yours, I would meditate or contemplate on and see if you can get a handle on that. And this cycle is not really over, okay? There's whatever you're thinking of ending, Spirit wants you to think again, okay? And don't be deceiving yourself. And then, of course, you know, try to learn how to handle your emotions so that your emotions do not handle you. All right, Pisces, that's what I have for you at this time. I hope you enjoyed your reading. See you next time.